program is the Active Center. It's created by David Sappe.
Pronounced Seppi.
Pronounced Seppi. Today we're getting into the really complex partnership between the Los Angeles Angels and the City of Anaheim.
Yeah.
And this isn't just a baseball story. It's, a perfect case study of how these big public-private sports deals can shift almost all of the risk onto taxpayers.
It really is. And the bottom line here is, well, it's pretty staggering when you see it.
Hit us with it.
Okay, so over nearly 3 decades, the City of Anaheim's total net revenue from this whole deal was just $415,000.
$415,000.
That's it. I mean, to put that in perspective for you, that is less than a mid-level city manager makes in a single year today.
Wow, that is a truly terrible investment. So how did it get so bad? Let's go back to the beginning.
We have to. It all starts in the mid-1960s.
Yeah.
Anaheim wanted to be a major league city. That was the prize.
Identity.
Exactly, the identity. And they were willing to pay for it. The city financed and built the entire stadium themselves with about $24 million in municipal bonds.
So right from the get-go, the city is holding all the financial risk, ownership, maintenance, all of it.
Yep. And that decision basically set the stage for everything that followed. The team, no matter who owned it, got to keep the real moneymakers, tickets, concessions, merchandise.
And the city's appetite for risk didn't stop there. In 1980, they decided to double down.
Right. With the Los Angeles Rams, they financed this huge multi-million-dollar expansion to the stadium just to get the football team to move in.
Which turned out to be another problem.
A huge one. The Rams left for St. Louis in 1995, and Anaheim was just stuck. They had this bigger, more expensive stadium to maintain.
And didn't St. Louis basically have to bail them out of the Rams' debt?
You got it. As part of the relocation, St. Louis actually agreed to pay off the Rams' outstanding $30 million debt to the City of Anaheim. The city paid to get a tenant, and then someone else had to pay off their debt when they left.
Unbelievable. Okay, so let's fast forward. The Rams are gone, and we get to the current lease structure. This is where the mechanics that locked in that tiny revenue come from, right?
This is the core of it. The lease is full of these really high financial thresholds the team has to meet before the city sees a penny.
Like the ticket revenue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The city gets $2 per ticket sold, but
Yeah.
only after attendance for the season goes over 2.6 million.
2.6 million. For context, that puts a team in, the top 5 for attendance in all of baseball?
That's right. So if the Angels have just an average or even a slightly bad season, the city gets absolutely nothing from ticket sales.
And I'm guessing it's the same story for things like parking.
Same high threshold structure. The team has to bank millions in revenue first. And it's worth saying again, the city, the actual owner of the building, gets zero from merchandise and concessions.
That's where all the money is.
All of it. And it gets worse. The city didn't just get a bad deal on revenue. They actively gave the Angels money.
What do you mean?
They returned a $76 million prepaid rent payment to the team, and then they gave them another $20 million for renovations.
So that's almost $100 million in direct city investment.
$100 million that has produced virtually no return for the city's general fund. And when you factor in sales tax of the 8.75% collected, only about 1.5% actually goes back to the city for things like police and fire.
So the lesson here seems pretty clear. The city took on all the capital risk, chipped in for maintenance, and in return, the team reaps almost all of the rewards.
It's a textbook example.
Yeah.
And it brings us to the future, which is murky.
Right. The proposed sale of the stadium land to the Angels owner, Arte Moreno.
That whole deal fell apart recently amid a pretty big corruption investigation, so there's a lot of uncertainty.
But the lease is still in place for a while.
Yeah, it's been extended through 2032. But that's just kicking the can down the road. It doesn't solve the fundamental problem here. The power dynamic is still the same.
So we'll leave you with a final thought on this. Since this financial setup is probably not going to change anytime soon, you have to ask, what does a fair deal actually look like? Especially when a city's main goal isn't profit, but just the pride of having a team. That's the real question to think about.